in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressures. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Looking for a man. It's Pryor. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Bulls offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense.
Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Got enough for the first. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Bulls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USF. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then the next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw. It's Pryor. Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium?
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he added the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. It's complete on the right side. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Finds a little space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Into the end zone, into the house. Touchdown, Bulls.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, will make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Moving out of the pocket. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air, it's Pryor. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their third of the day. They're #1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it! Touchdown, Bulls! A great catch and run for 6. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. Touchdown, Colorado. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He's on the loose. Running through contact. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Finds his man down the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Bulls are on the move. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. Ball is on the 2. 3rd and goal, and they'll go jumbo package. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Touchdown, South Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to pass. It's Pryor. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
These are are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the touchdown, USF! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Pryor. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. The quick out. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, South Florida.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Fights off the defender. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught over the middle. It's Jamison. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Offense getting set for first down. The give from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Touchdown Bulls. And the stomping has commenced.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Looking to throw, it's Pryor. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the returner goes down. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. that last drive an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Second down, he'll throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's got it on the run. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense going all in to stop the run. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Colorado, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Pryor. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
Under fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Bulls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. When you know you have a team outclassed, The ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better.